Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today we are back once again in Car Mechanic Simulator. This will be probably the last video for a little while because we're going to be going back over to Eco tomorrow. But I want to go ahead and get another one uploaded here, and we'll go ahead and head back to Bubba's Fix-It shop. So, if you've liked these, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And let me know whether we want to return to these once we are done with this next run of Eco. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Howdy y'all, welcome back to Bubba's Fix-It shop. We got this one that we've been working on for a little while, but it's turned out to be a little more expensive than I've had money to fix up right away. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of these other ones in and get these fixed up quickly. Shouldn't be more than a couple parts here that we'll need to get fixed up, so should make us enough to be back solvent again to get our other car here fixed up. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this one in and run a couple of tests here and just see what all we're working on here. Looks like this one's got a special one. The engine's in the back here. It's one of them fancy electric cars, so go ahead and get our tester here and see what all we got going wrong with it. Obviously this one's not got a compression test or anything on it because it's not got one of them internal combustion engines. So everything should be showing up mostly either on the OBD here or on the electronics tester. Go ahead and see what we get for any of them. Okay, looks like all those are alright. So, well, I'd say that's probably part of it right there. Let's go ahead and put this thing up on the lift. Did he want fluid sound, outer tie rod, running gear, sloppy steering? Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll jump into inspection mode here quickly. That's that tie rod that he was mentioning there. I don't see anything right off the bat here, at least nothing that pops up on the initial look. There we go. There's another, inner tie rod and a sway bar. That's a couple of them that's going to need fixed up. How about the rear suspension there? There's probably that right hand rear spring back there we're going to need to replace. See if that one highlights in here. Probably not. That doesn't seem to pop up on most of these. Alright. Go ahead and take a look. Yep, that one right there. So, I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. There we go. Alright. These all look okay. Let's go ahead and jump over here and we'll just take a look. I don't see like any brakes or anything that's sitting out here saying it needs repairing. Take a look at this one here, wheel bearing. So it's just pretty common to have them need fixing up. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll put this one on here. Double wishbone and shock absorber rear. There we are. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves a rear spring here. Put that back together and that'll get that particular one fixed up here. There we are. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look at the front end of it here. Add that to the shopping list. We have to take the wheels off here first before we can. Well, we got access to everything on the inside here, so let's go ahead and do that. There we are. Take one of them inner tie rods. And have to take the wheels off over here as well. That's a alright. Alright, let's go ahead and pop into our little shop here. Grab one of them. And one of them, and one of them. Hop over here and start putting stuff back together on this side. Alright, let's take a look here at our checklist. There's still another running gear issue back here, so we're gonna have to take this thing off to the test track, and we'll do a quick run over with that and see what else that reveals. Alrighty. Moses isn't lying, that's okay. Ah! Oh goodness. Well, I say it's okay, but my goodness. Definitely something going on there. Oh my goodness. I hope this isn't due to anything that I've been fixing on here. Definitely got some get up and go to that one, but my goodness. Just don't want to stay on the track. What are we looking at here? A rubber bushing. I doubt that's what's been causing that problem. Alright, let's mark that one. See where this bushing's at, right there. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll jack this thing up the rest of the way. Put it up on the top position on the left here. think I probably have one of them rubber bushings in the inventory here, so... Yep, there we go. Alrighty, that's got all that. Engine cover's missing. Alright, well. Suppose we better put that back in. Wouldn't be too happy if it shows up without the engine cover. There we are. Okay. Let's send this one back. Next for 250 gold credits. Take a look in the inventory here. I think there's probably some stuff we can sell out of here that's... There we go. That's a little bit. Let's go ahead and sell just a little bit more. Let's go up to like 38%. There we are. Alright. Get rid of that one as well. And there we go. Get rid of that one also. Okay. Let's see. We might just have enough to build this one in now. Get this one wrapped up. Alright, what else do we need to fix on here? Oh, wait a minute. That's not the one we've been working on. There we are. Alright, so it looks like we're still going to need a left-hand fender. And a trunk. And some windows. There's a lot of it still. Go ahead and take a look at our shop here and just see. That's a star line. Alright. There we are. Alright, so we're going to need a right-hand body window. Tail lights. Oh. Oof. Them tail lights is expensive. Rear window. Nope, we still ain't got enough to take care of that yet. Left door window, rear window, trunk. Alright, let's do this. Let's put them in at least. I'm gonna have to get one of them. Alright, then let's see here. Front left fender. Let's go ahead and grab one of them. And let's grab the trunk as well. There we are. And in between the two headlights, window, and the mirrors. It's still gonna be too much. Alright, let's go ahead and fix up this other one that we got here in the shop then. Brake systems. Alright. Let's go ahead and take this one off to the racetrack here, the test track. Power steerings. Alright, let's go ahead and place the fluids here then first. Power steering and windshield wash fluid. Drain that out of there. Yep, there wasn't much in there. Alright, let's go ahead and put both fluids back into here. Windshield wash fluid. Always important out here to keep the dust and the bugs. They can both be a little excessive at times. There we are. Alright, let's take this thing off to the test track. Alrighty, so it looks like we're going to need 2 brake discs for the rear, 2 brake pads, and a brake caliper. And it looks like probably an ABS module then as well. There we go. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and take this one off of there. It's more on the expensive side, so we'll go ahead and get that out of the way first. Whew. Alrighty, let's got that one back on. Go ahead and take a look, see which ones these artists need fixing. Both the backs and both fronts as well. Alright. Let's go ahead and put these up on the lift. Whew. It was running low on cash. I'm running on a bit of a shoestring budget here. Take them brake pads off. Brake disc. I think we're going to have to get new ones of those because it doesn't look like that's something we'll have quite enough to fix up on that. Yep, both of those is totally useless. Alright, we'll put them back on. Whoops, that's not what we're looking for. Let's put back on their pieces. There we are. Just need to get to the point where we've got about 1,500. When we get 1,500 on hand here, then that should be enough, or just about enough to fix everything back up the rest of the way. on that star line that we got fixed up in front. And once we get that out of the shop, that'll be plenty. Should be 11, 13,000 or something like that to get that one finished up. So I have to stick to some simpler and cheaper orders for a little while, I think. Alright. Just got 2 of those because we got some more on the other side. Alrighty. Go ahead and put the wheels back on over here. Do the wheel hokey pokey again. There we are. Jump over here and take this one off. Whew. I'm getting real low over here. Okay. Put this back on. That should be. Should be the last of that. Got that all fixed. Let's go ahead and 1,700. Alright. Let's take a look out here and see exactly what we need. Still got a left body window and a rear and a seat. Oh, no, sorry, a seat. No, we need 2 rear windows and a rear window and 2 headlights. Let's see here. Rear windows $495. These 2, we're still gonna need another one. Alright, see what we can do for orders here. That one looks like that'd be expensive. Go ahead and grab that one. Car is loud. Alright, let's go ahead and move this over to the left. Bank out here has refused Bubba a loan, so gonna have to handle our money wisely here. Bulgaria, goodness. International traveler here, looks like. Alright. Let's take a look, do a little visual inspection here. Car is loud. I'm thinking probably that catalytic converter right there, but alright, let's go ahead and get into here and we'll take out this ABS module. We'll get the brakes taken care of, I guess, first, and then we'll see where we gotta go from there. Once I can fix them modules up, be a little bit cheaper, because take them off of there and then we just fix them up, put them back on. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll Mark those ones off. Run a scan on here quickly. Maybe this will reveal what all was going on back there. Here we go. Catalytic converter. Just as I suspected. There we are. Alright. And then let's go ahead and we'll take the wheels off here. And that one's probably beyond being able to reuse as well. Whew. That brake caliper's seen better days. Take that one off. Brake pads is okay. Go ahead and take the brake disc off there as well. Alright, let's pop back over here and we'll just check and see if there's anything that we can reuse from these brakes. Nope. And how about fixing some of this stuff up? Brake repairs is a lot cheaper when we can just fix all this stuff up ourselves. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump into here. We're going to need ourselves a ventilator brake disc. There we are. And we're going to need a standard brake disc. And I think that's, there we go, we got the caliper already. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back on here. Yes, we had plenty of those sitting by. Guess we didn't quite get the hokey pokey right down that one. It should be okay. There we are. We'll go ahead and put this one back on. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, I think we should have enough there. Let's take a look at this. Alright. Let's see. I think we probably have just enough now to get these finished up. Need the rear window still. That right body, and then the right side mirrors, left side mirror, and the two headlights. Let's get them out of the way first, I guess. There we go. Alright, and then the rear window. You only have enough. We're gonna have enough. Alright. Let's put these on and get this hunk of junk out of here. Wait a minute. Okay. Front license plate. Rear bumper. What? Let's take that one off of there then. Hopefully we got enough for this. Front bumper, rear bumper. We do not have enough. Alright, let's see what we can sell out of our inventory here. Don't quite have enough. Alright. Let's a couple of these things we can sell here quickly. That front drive shaft ought to bring it a little bit. There we are. Alright. Let's put this thing in. Now we need a rear license plate. You gonna be wrapping up here on a shoestring budget. Got 11 credits left. But that's got everything finished here. 22,000. Alright, Bubba is back in the green again. We got plenty. We got plenty of credits now. Alright. Well, that's gonna be it for today, y'all. We got plenty of cash. So thank y'all for watching. And I will see y'all again next time. Might be a little while. All this money, Bubba might take a little vacation. We'll be back in a little while. Alright, y'all. Take care. We'll see you next time.